Back in Manchester, Mark hopes he has a rescue plan for his cruise ship wedding.
There you go.
Hello, speaking.
Hi, Rose. It's Mark. The idea that I've got so far is that myself and the best men would start the cruise at the beginning in Marseille. Obviously, that gives us enough time to arrange everything and set the wedding. Would it be possible to have everybody else, all the guests that we want there, to get aboard just for the one day, just to see the wedding itself?
Yeah, absolutely. The ship is actually longest in port in Civitavecchia, which is Rome. While the ship's in port, all the guests embark. You have the blessing and the ceremony on board, and then they disembark.
Can we talk about costs?
So probably be looking around and about the £2,000 mark.
Thank you. Oh.
It's a bargain. With just a day before they depart for Marseille, the boys get together to look over the budget.
Accommodation for a bridal party, 167. 250 for the cake. Ferry was 85. The dress was 900.
12,274.
Really?
Really. By my reckoning, you've got about £1,826 left.
Anything I've missed?
Suits, rings.
Bridesmaids, dresses,
Yep.
shoes, and accessories for Kelly.
Why don't you tell me about this, like, days ago?
When everything's gone wrong, he's playing his best man, which is not fair, to be honest. We want the best wedding for him and Kelly, and we are trying our best to get that, but Mark just is Mark.
The deal Mark's made with the ship means that he and Dave will board 5 days ahead of the rest of the guests when it sets sail. To take care of any domestic disasters, Lozzie is staying back in Blighty.
See you at the wedding, mate, yeah?
Oh, well, listen, before I go, next week, because you're at this end, you're going to be responsible for, like, anything that's needed for all the guests. Everyone's going to be getting in touch with you. Any minor and any problems, it's going to come to you, mate.
Before they set off, Mark's got to pick up his wedding cake.
The cake. There you go.
Now that's a cake.
That's great, isn't
What do you think?
Yeah, I love it.
It's good, isn't it? It's very romantic.
Brilliant. Thanks again.
All the best. Take care.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
It's 5 a.m. and with the van packed with props, costumes and cake, it's time to start their 1,000-mile epic trek to Marseille. Eight hours later, the white van reaches the white cliffs of Dover.
I told you we'd get here. Check that out. We're here.
The sun's out, the sky's blue, and they're on their way. But there's bad news in the back of the van. And Mark's crushed. Literally, Mark's crushed.
Oh, my word. Said I'd lose my head, didn't I? Well, yeah, I suppose now I'm feeling sorry for myself. The cake was, like, symbolic. It was everything that I wanted, that was us.
By the time they get to Marseille, petrol, toll charges and an overnight hotel have swallowed the last of Mark's budget. But there is something far bigger on his mind.
This is my wedding cake, or what's left of it. Slight accident. That was me.
Wow. This is disaster. What is this?
That
your body.
That was.
Oh, my God.
I get married on Friday.
Yes.
Would you be able to remake it for me?
I make a really copy, very beautiful.
Do you think you can do that?
Better beautiful. No problem.
I'll leave it with you. Thanks very much.
You are in a sure hand.
Meanwhile, back in Manchester, Kelly is getting ready for her hen do. Though planned by Mark, best man Lozzie was supposed to reveal the details.
We've got to do it. We're going for it, girls.
Trouble is, he hasn't shown up.
So instead of waiting here, we'll wait. Right, deal.
Hoping they'll eventually hear from the boys, they decamp to the local pub.
Cheers! Cheers! What did you do on your night? What was that with your kids? Are you ever getting married, Beth? No, don't blame you.
Are you, Leah?
hours of waiting with no news, Kelly faces up to the fact that her hen do washout is a clucking disaster.
Oh, I remember this. For the first time, now I'm doubting. It's all gone wrong. I don't know if it's a blip, but it's a big blip, and now I'm starting to panic a bit. I think panic's going to set in. I want to see what's going to happen over these next few days, because if this carries on, maybe I've made a big mistake.
With limited phone and email on the ship, it's not until the next day that the boys find out the reason behind Lozzie's no-show. After much soul-searching, he's made the hard decision to step down as best man.
You need this. I've had enough. Have you got that feeling you're not going to make it?
It's a nightmare, isn't it?
But that's not the only bad news.
There was no hen do. They ended up going to one of the pubs.
What have I done to deserve this? It's just never going to stop, is it? Am I going to get to a wedding day?
With an ocean between him and the woman he loves, Mark fears the worst.
I can't say when the lights go down and it comes up and that music starts, I don't even know that Kelly's...
She will be.
I'm scared that she's not going to be there.
You all right, mate?
The day before the wedding, and at 4:30 a.m, Kelly and a bleary-eyed bridal party are on their way. But they still have no idea where to. At Manchester Airport, Kelly's about to be told her destination, with some extra news on the side.
Come to check in.
Would you like to know where you're going?
Yes, let's...
You're going to Rome Champino.
Why wrong?
And what do we need to do? He hasn't actually paid for you to check your bags in yet.
I can't believe it. It's costing me too much money, this, with bridesmaids' dresses and your dress. Now this. Yeah. I'm really, really annoyed, actually, Mum.
Rome, one of the most romantic cities in the world. But there's no carriage for this tired princess.
Do you know when you walk out and you expect to sound like Kelly or a minibus? Yeah, or a minibus waving.
Yeah, no, I did.
The boys have forgotten to book taxis, and it rocks Kelly's faith once again.
Mum, do you know when you honestly get the feeling no one will come for you? No, I'm dead serious now. I've gone past like laughing. Yeah, well. Everything seems to be organised this end. So if they can't even get this bit right, it's looking like a complete farce. What, we are nearly 2 hours here now?
Yeah.
In a crisis, there's only one person to call.
Hello?
But Kelly's mum's already with them.
You were like, yes.
So they give Dave a bell.
Dave, it's Kelly. No, Dave, it's Kelly now, right?
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, I'm really pissed off.
And I actually don't want to go through with this at this point. If I don't get a taxi here now, I am seriously getting on the next flight home.
Just a joke.
After waiting for 3.5 hours, a taxi finally arrives to take the girls to their hotel, where they'll stay before the wedding the next day. 16 hours after leaving home, the exhausted bridal party finally arrive at their hotel, situated next door to a petrol station.
I just want one nice hotel where you can just chill out, a nice restaurant. Everyone could have had something to eat. Kids would have gone to sleep. We could have had a nice glass of wine or something.
Kelly's been up with the kids since 4 a.m. She's at breaking point and close to going home.
Go and get something to eat. I don't want to be filmed. And then turn the camera off. I don't want to be filmed.
With time to compose herself, Kelly agrees to continue with the wedding on the condition she can call Mark. It might be against the rules, but feeling tired and vulnerable with 2 children, all rules go out the window. These are exceptional circumstances, as this is a real-life crisis.
Just asking for you. You'll have to speak to her.